Chocolate. It is so much more than an ingredient in a s'mores or a gift on Valentine's Day. How much really goes into the production of chocolate and what global implications involve chocolate? On Valentine's Day, all Clarke County School District middle and high schools explored the global and conceptual implications of chocolate across a variety of subjects. This was done as an event to introduce International Baccalaureate, or IB, to students as all middle and high schools are candidate schools for the IB Middle Years program. All students, not just a group, in our secondary schools will participate and benefit from this experience.
And we came on the idea of chocolate. We thought it'd be really fun on Valentine's Day, which is kind of a crazy day anyways, to focus on a fun topic, and from there look at all the different issues that are around just one single subject. And it was neat meeting with all the teachers. We met as an entire school after school, and each of the subject areas went off and started thinking about how can we look at chocolate in a different lens.
In science classes, students studied the transference of energy and melted chocolate.
On chocolate day, we're looking at properties of reflection and absorption of light. And our problem is this: we're imagining if we were to send chocolate to a soldier in Afghanistan or Iraq, how could we keep it from melting? So we're looking at packaging that would be reflective. We know the kids have learned that light colors tend to reflect light, dark colors tend to absorb it. And we're also looking at properties of transparent, translucent, and opaque. So we're trying to come up with packaging that would enable chocolate to survive 2 minutes under a heat lamp, which is not what they would encounter if they were really sending it to Iraq, but kind of gives them an idea of what they do.
We learned about radiation, convection, and conduction, and how they work with chocolate. So we put the chocolate on the wall and we did radiation and put it in front of a heat lamp to see if it would melt or would it stay at room temperature for 20 minutes. And we checked it out and see what the condensity of it was, and we compared it with room temperature chocolate to see the differences.
In English language arts, students explored the ethical implications and economic issues surrounding chocolate.
So we showed them a little clip from Willy Wonka, the Chocolate Factory, and showed them kind of how we Americanize our ideas about chocolate. Then we showed them a couple of videos where children in Africa and South America were being used as basically human trafficking to harvest the cocoa beans. Then we explained to them the difference between fair trade and non-fair trade in the chocolate industry.
Like 200,000 children a day in West Africa go to work picking cocoa beans. And that's child labor, and that's not fair labor. So that kind of changed the way that I think about things, about chocolate.
Now you have heard about Chocolate Day and have a general idea of IB. But what are the nuts and bolts of IB? What broad concepts are designed to educate students into globally conscious learners? The International Baccalaureate Middle Years program provides a framework designed to develop global conscious learners and challenge critical thinking skills. This program spans grades 6 through 10. Here are some of the specific concepts and traits highlighted in the IB program. The fundamental concepts of IB are communications, intercultural awareness, and holistic learning. There are several learner profile traits that an IB student will have, including being knowledgeable, risk-takers, open-minded, and reflective. 8 subject areas are covered in IB, including a foreign language, arts and technology, in addition to core classes. Areas of interaction are the foundation of IB. One example is human ingenuity, which works to develop a student's creativity and his or her impact on society. Another is environments, both local and global. Students also focus on community service in addition to health and social education, as well as approaches to learning, meaning the development of a student as an individual.
The overall arching theme that we kind of came up with was what is the role of a consumer in a global economy. So each of the classes can take a different perspective on that.
International Baccalaureate gives Clarke County School District students an edge in competing in today's global economy. Students will be more critical and reflective thinkers and learn concepts with real-world applications. It's another way we are ensuring our students are prepared for future success.